Hello, this video is going to be from the perspective of someone who's a LEGO fan, but is not a Nintendo person. Under the LEGO Super Mario sub-brand, this is the Mario Kart Standard Kart. I bought this for $20 US. It goes for 20 euros, 18 pounds UK, or $25 Canadian. This comes with 174 pieces. It is not intended to be used as a standalone product. It's intended to be used with one of these, the electronic Mario things, of which they have a few base models now. But I'm first going to look at it just as it is, so we can talk about that. And then I'll go ahead and stick the Mario in and show you how it all interacts together just on a basic level, which is actually pretty cool. You can put the little toad in here though. So technically you absolutely can use this just as a standalone product without buying anything else because you just like Mario Kart. I mean, this is allowed. This is okay. Now again, I'm not a Nintendo guy. I don't think I've ever played Mario anything that I can remember, but I'm definitely still a fan, very much a fan of Mario Kart and that entire sub-franchise. I've watched a lot of its gameplay across multiple versions of it, and I just think it's just a fantastic thing. Just such a, it's competitive, but also just so fun. And then combining that with LEGO, I was not going to stay away, even though I personally have mostly avoided the entire Super Mario line from LEGO because most of it just doesn't seem like a good deal to me. Like just go play the games. You get so much more out of it. But this, especially with me also liking cars, I just had to try it. And there are some things immediately that I like about this more than I expected, such as the wheels and tires. So they have two sizes, unlike they were able to do with their Formula One stuff for how many years? Until very recently. Smaller wheels and tires for the fronts, bigger for the rear. They are pre-molded, all comes together as one, and it is hard as heck. This is hard and smooth, which means drifting all day. This thing just spins. You can just make it do whatever you want, whenever you want, which is fantastic. And a surprise to me because I've always been, as someone who's been into motorsports and also did real working high performance radio control cars, including at a competitive level, I've always really appreciated traction. And you've probably heard that if you've watched a lot of videos from me, you've probably heard me talking about, oh, these tires have really good traction. This is soft and that feels good to me. I can just feel I can feel the grip. Here it's the exact opposite, and it's great. It's perfect for play. Because again, you can just move it around however you want. It does still roll perfectly fine, but when you want to turn, it just turns. I'll go ahead and take Toad out of there for now. So this does have the little scannable code for the electronic figure. You get one banana peel over here with the print on it, which looks great. You get actually a couple of these shells, one in green and one in red. Just has an inverted tile placed on the bottom. These are specifically designed. I don't know if this already existed previously, but it's new to me. Specifically designed to work with the stud shooter piece. So that's a standard minifig style stud shooter that has this specialized contraption put into it, and this fires off. This is dual molded, fires off a good distance. It's fairly consistent, but you can also change the angle here if you want to a little bit. I don't recommend it. Just turn the whole car. But when it lands, it tends to spin because it also has very little friction and it's balanced nicely enough. I don't know. It's just fun to play around with. More fun than a stud or something, that's for sure, because these are a lot harder to lose and there's just a lot more mass there. There's a lot more to see. I don't know. There's just something fun about them, even if you're not actually going to use these the same way that they are used in the game or games. This is a print right here. This is a vinyl piece right here, and of course the hang glider wings can be just simply pulled off like that, or you could take all of this off, but I recommend just taking this, or you could rotate all this back for some reason. If you want to use it as a parachute, I don't recommend that. But overall the quality here is pretty decent. The build is really simple, but it's fine. It's plenty fine. The one negative surprise is that this does use stickers, and it uses them for the most unexpected thing. A repeat pattern. The wheel covers are stickers. It used to be that one of the reasons that we could say Super Mario stuff isn't actually that bad of a deal because it's all prints at least. Not anymore. Set also comes with this little pit stop, which is pretty self-explanatory. The stuff that you see is there, and that's it. The code will also cause your Mario character to do something if you actually get out and put the Mario character on this. But if you simply just roll up to this, there's no detection of anything nearby. So you have to take the guy out and put him over there. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this right now. For folks not familiar with these things, they're pretty snappy. They do require updating via the free app, but it's really not a big deal. The overall experience with these is generally positive, and as soon as you put it on there, it recognizes, due to the code down below, that he is driving now, and it has little sounds. Little sounds of driving around, and it has different things that it'll do that it'll respond to. It has accelerometers inside, so it can tell when it's drifting. When you lift it off the ground and you do this, now it knows that it's flying, or at least it thinks that it's flying, and it does whooshing sounds. Did it? There it goes. There it goes. And then when you land with it, now it knows that it's back on the ground. It's got the stopping. Oh, there we go. And then it's got a horn. And that's about it. Now, the core gameplay with this, or play pattern, is you're just trying to collect coins. Kind of rewards you by giving you coin rewards for certain actions, and you can set up your own courses that result in being able to collect coins as you go around. You kind of have to use the honor system if you're gonna have multiple people playing it. There are time trial things that you can do through the app, where it will keep track of how many coins that you're collecting, and or how fast you're doing so if you set up a course. And it's just really basic, wholesome stuff. Oh, let me show you the pit stop thing as well. So, okay, now he knows he's out of it, and now he comes to the pit stop. And then there you go. So you got some coins for that. Has the little interaction where it shows Toad in and everything. Again, it's just really wholesome, and it just works. You do have to update it via the app when you get a whole new release that comes out, but then, like I said, it just works. So it's pretty nice. Now he doesn't connect super securely, so if you really crash this into something, he can actually get knocked out of it, and I think that's intentional. It's not a bad thing. There we go. I've seen sometimes where his eyes have gone kind of wonky, like he's seeing stars for a little bit, depending upon exactly how you crash. But yeah, if he falls out, you just put him back in, and I think it's perfectly fine. I like how this is set up and how the play works together. The only thing I don't like here is the fact that Mario has to stand. He can't sit. Just comes with the form factor. Toad looks pretty cool. I really like the face on it. The face print is nice. The graphic design there is right, and you can articulate at the arms up and down. Does this really matter? Does this count as a feature? Being able to angle that forward and back. Printed on all four sides of the hat, but the print is really not that good. It's not opaque at all. I know I complain about this a lot, but I'm not going to stop because, well, it's just really, really thin. Really thin, and not even consistent. I really wish that was white. Just the whole thing should be nice and vibrant. One other thing, when I looked into that, I immediately went and looked at the box, and I realized there were a couple things that are off about the box art compared to what we actually see here in person. First of all, just look at the difference in white there. This is nice and vibrant, and especially the emblem on the side. here is just so faded by comparison. If it looked like that, that would be awesome. But also the angle is impossible. If I did some experiments lining up the side of the body and trying to line up the feet, and there's just no way to get the face to actually show. You have to bring the whole body back like this. So they use some fake projection mapping here, fake camera angles combined together to be able to show this in, well, just a way that you can't quite. And I say that because I do wish that I could see the cute face of Toad more easily as just a regular human being in person. Most of the time, from most angles, you're going to see the mouth and then the eyes are under shade. So I wish that we could see that without having to be all the way down at its level. As soon as you pick it up, it's great. But realistically, most of the time you're going to be seeing it like this, unless your face is on the ground. These are the only leftover pieces. And like I said, this set unusually did come with stickers. Summing up in terms of value, again, this was $20 US. It's 20 euros, 18 pounds UK, or $25 Canadian. And I feel like you get a good value here for what it is, especially for something that's Nintendo licensed. It does have quite a number of prints, and it's got these specialized things. Like the production that went into this was greater than normal, greater than Lego's average, even though the print quality is still right where it usually is. Unfortunately, Lego just isn't the leader in the market these days for that, but the whole play experience is really, really good. I'm really happy with that. Obviously, it does very much ask for you to use one of these. That is known. That's no surprise. They put it all over the box. It's part of the system. The system revolves around these interactive figures, and I think that's perfectly fine. But you can absolutely use this as it is without buying anything else. Just put Toad right there. Or if you have a minifigure, you can also put a minifigure in there. It's going to look, oops, it's going to look silly. The scale's not going to work, but this is just a fun car. Those wheels really matter. The size is good. You can totally do this. About the focus there, but the scale is not right, but it's still fun. It's still fun. It's still a good thing. I'm happy with it, and hope that plenty of other people will be happy with it as well. But I'm still personally not sold on the entire system. The carts seem pretty cool though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you again soon.